Hey guys, so it's November already, and I still get a lot of questions about Jollibee. Where's it headed? It's just time to give you an update on what the charts are telling us for the stock. So check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin. I'm a stock market trader and investor with more than a decade's years worth of experience in the market. So if you're new to this channel and want to know more on how you can trade the markets with confidence and how you can actually win, subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I create new content about the stock market. So guys, it's the time of the month again where we talk about Jollibee, where I give you insights based on technical analysis. As you all know, a lot of things have happened over the past few months for Jollibee, causing the stock also to go down. Again, there's also perception that it may not rebound as fast as what people think it would because of what's happening based on Smashburger and based on what's happening to CBTL. Because at the end of the day, please remember this. And here's something I did not mention in the previous videos. You have to know this, that Jollibee know what they're getting into, that Jollibee came in knowing that they would need to turn around Smashburger, that they knew also that they would turn around CBTL as well. That was the very intention. Jollibee did not come in not knowing what they were doing. Now the question now is this, and I keep saying this all the time. If you are an investor, the name of the game is you pick a specific parameter that you would use for you to be able to know if Jollibee is good or not. Because at the end of the day, they will turn either CBTL around and Smashburger, and later on, the earnings will somehow follow. But you have to make a decision whether you come in while it's cheaper, but you have to wait, or you come in later on when the results happen. So also, just so you know, also, just a disclaimer that not all of Jollibee's investments or their purchases also would do well. I mentioned this in previous videos. Deli France, they had to sell it. They also have a Carinderia style sort of lutong bahay food that they did a couple of years back. They also sold that, or they closed that because it did not also work for them. Then they also had some stores in China that did not also do well, that they had to either sell and close down. So the thing about this, for those who are new and haven't watched the videos that I did for Jollibee, what they'll probably do with Smashburger and Coffee Bean, those areas where they're not making a lot of money, they may close some of them down. Those areas where they are earning, they're gonna double down on that. They're gonna streamline also the menu and just focus on the ones that have been giving them a lot of margins and profitability as well. So that's it for that area. Comment below if you still love Jollibee for the long term. Comment below if you're not buying Jollibee naman. On the flip side, you're gonna wait until the charts confirm it, because I'm gonna show you the charts in just a bit. But please know this, the fundamentals and the technicals work hand in hand, especially if you're either an investor or a trader. So it's very, very important that you know what your style is and what your narrative is. For investors, this is the style, fundamentals, thinking of what it could be later on. For traders, you have to follow and respect what the charts are telling you. And you know me, for trading, all I want is technical analysis. And that's what will allow you to trade the markets with confidence. Here's the chart of Jollibee, and here's our latest update as of the end of October. Please remember that the market is closed today. Then we have our Saturday, Sunday days where the market should be closed as well. And so the next movement that we will have will be for Monday. So the latest update that we have on the charts for this will be as of Thursday, which was October 31. Please remember, November 1 is a holiday. I'm saying this for people who are living overseas and have forgotten that in the Philippines, November 1 is a holiday. So let's get on it. As what I've said on the previous videos, that there's so many ways for you to be able to perceive this. I've also mentioned that if you're an investor, you need to have a different approach also, that you're not just looking about Jollibee just from a short-term perspective, but you're looking at it from a longer and stretched period of time, that you're just positioning now while it's relatively lower. That being said, from a position trading standpoint, allow me to at least draw the trend line here. As I start drawing the trend line, it's still, if you notice this, I tried to connect different areas where the stock started to decline, and it's still not out of the downtrend. That's one thing that's very, 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 very clear. I've also noted that 200-day moving average is still here. So the average somehow has gone down from around 290 to around 276. So it's still a great way off up until we see it start to reverse. Please remember this. I would always mention that for stocks to reverse, it's very, very important that it breaks past the 200-day moving average. That's why if you notice it also here, somewhere around May when it broke past the 200-day moving average headed down, it gave a more bearish undertone for the stock as well. Now, that being said, also, you have the 200-day moving average telling you that it's bearish. You have the trend line, which I drew, telling you that it's bearish as well. And for those who analyze, for those who've attended our StockSmart sessions and you've attended the volume analysis sessions, you've noticed after the breakdown, the stock's volume is not yet as strong, meaning either there's a lot of people holding onto their shares or a lot of people who are still in the sidelines waiting. And as you all know, they're waiting for Jollibee to maybe somehow turn things around with regards to their earning. Please remember this also that the first 2 quarters of the year, the earnings are not as rosy. So unless they pull off something really good for the second half of the year, their earnings in 2019 might not be as good as 2018. So that could be a deterrent also for people that would push people to buy higher. Please remember, and I've been saying this in most of my videos, what causes the market to go up is the ability of buyers to relatively push and buy higher, and that's predicated by the expectation of growth for the stock as well. Anyways, before I continue, if all of this sounds like jargon, it's hard to understand. For those who want to know the foundational concepts of trading and investing using either technical or fundamental analysis, I have 3 sessions left for the year. It's here in the screen. You have StockSmart Singapore, which starts this Wednesday, fundamental and technical analysis, then StockSmart's Manila, now of 23-24, then December. That will also be a full course on technical and fundamental analysis, trading, quick trading, position trading, and investing, all of the parameters that you need. Then November 30, the largest conference in the Philippines, investment conference in the Philippines, will be in Davao, springboarding different topics, different speakers, with one goal in mind: to bring you closer to financial freedom. Anyways, back to the charts as well. MACD is showing us also the same reading as what you will see also with the shorter moving averages. As you notice, I'll try to zoom in. For the short term, it's now starting to consolidate, meaning that's good, no? That every time Jollibee tries to go to around the 215, 16, 17, 18, 19 levels, it's now building a support. If you notice it here, it tried to do that last August, then it did it again for a longer period sometime this October, that it was building a base already, it was building a support level. So now, the consolidatory phase, as confirmed by MACD, as confirmed by the 20 and 50-day moving average, you have a support somewhere near the 217 level, then you have a resistance somewhere near the 238 level as well. So that range, for those who do quick trades, it's somehow a 8.9% range. So if you want to trade it, you wait for the stock to hit 217 levels, buy there, then you set your target price at 237 pesos per share. So possible narrative though is, if this reinforces itself as a resistance over the next few days, chances are Jollibee could possibly go down. So that's the more pessimistic scenario, that hey, there's nothing optimistic that will cause people to buy. If there's nothing optimistic that will cause people to buy, when it hits 237, the stock most likely could retrace back to the 217 level, which could also be a buying opportunity for some people who would want to bottom pick on Jollibee. Please remember, even if you're an investor, it's very, very important for you to actually come in very, very strategically also. Don't just come in blindly. People always misquote investors that pag investor, pasok na lang kahit kailan mo gusto. No, that's not how it works. Investors should come in when it's also favorable, based on a set of parameters that you choose, based on a set of parameters that will work for you. Please remember, it doesn't work that you follow someone else's strategy. It doesn't work also that you follow someone else's plan, because you have different capital, different risk strategy, different ability to watch the market on a daily basis, different types of just alone analyzing candlesticks. Some will view it more bullish than others, so you have to make it custom fit on what will work for you. Now, one trigger that could possibly cause Jollibee to go up
is the breakout from the resistance of 237. So there's a couple of things that I'd like to point out here. Number one is if it breaks out from 237 or 238, then suddenly it now breaks out also of the downtrend. Then you possibly will see a possible move up to the 260 level. So two possible scenarios now for Jollibee. Breakout from 237, 238 level, target will be 260. Failure to break out of the 237 level, the stock would go down to the 218 level for the short term as well. Now, if it breaks out of 260, it now has a chance to break out and challenge the 280 level where the 200-day moving average is waiting now. Should that happen, and for those who attended my Stock Smart sessions, you know I'm not a big fan of chart patterns, but should that happen, you may possibly see a large, a very, 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 very large rounding bottom also start to take place. Should that happen also, 280, 217 difference, it may bring the stock. Should it break out, please remember, everything will coincide now. The things that you should watch out for is the 280 level, because if it breaks out of 280, it now breaks also the 200-day moving average. If it breaks it out from 280, stays at 280, for sure, it has a chance to go back to 320, but not just that, the target, based on the rounding bottom, will bring it to 340 pesos as well. So, couple of narratives. That's why here's what's interesting about stocks. No, you have to follow what your plan is, because you can always buy from the bounce of support. You can always buy from the breakout of resistance. You can always buy from the reversal of trend. You can buy using moving average. You can buy using MACD. You can buy when volume would confirm it. That's why what I'm sharing to you here is principles, something that you can replicate on your own, something that you can do on your own. My goal, the reason why I do this, the reason why I do what I do is I don't want to give you fish. I want to teach you how to fish, so that if you know how to fish, you can do it. You can fish on your own, you can earn on your own, that you don't have to rely on me. The reason why I do the videos, the books, the blogs, the vlogs, everything is so that you have the ability, you get empowered to win and trade on your own, and so that as you start earning, that's all I want. As you start earning, you get to influence other people, you get to be a blessing to other people. As you start earning, you get to give the money that you have to people who need it, or you get to create opportunities for other people who cannot create opportunities for their own. So I guess that's what the grand scheme is, from a trend perspective, from a MACD perspective, from a volume perspective, from a moving average perspective, from a charting pattern perspective, and also from a support and resistance perspective as well.
So that's it for now. I hope you guys learned a lot from the charting session that we did. As you've been noticing, I've been doing at least one, or sometimes two, or even sometimes three videos a day. I've been liking it so much because I've been getting a lot of feedback, a lot of comments from all of you guys, that you've been appreciating the videos and you've been liking it. For those who are learning more, just continue to subscribe, continue to like, continue to comment, and I'll try to make as much videos as I can based on the feedback that you also give me, because at the end of the day, this is all for you. This is for people who love consuming content, love learning via YouTube, because I really believe YouTube is the game also. And I'm not just doing this to educate people about the stock market. I really want to change lives. That I really believe that this is a tool for me to be able to transform people moving from one place to another. That I hope that if 2019 was a year, or is currently a year for you, that you're not doing so well, that you think it's not as good as what it was in 2018 or 2017, guess what? It's not the end. Use this time, November, December, to springboard you for 2020, so that your 2020 will be your best yet. But remember this also, whatever failures that you've had, whatever mistakes, never define you. Even mistakes in the stock market should not define who you are. You always have to treat everything that you do in the stock market as a transaction. Everything should just be a transaction, because if you treat your trades in the stock market like a transaction, you won't be emotional. And if you become emotional kasi in the market, that's when you start to lose it. That's why it always has to come to a point where you expose yourself to an amount of money that if the trade doesn't go your way, you will cut, or please get this also, please also get this, please get this, that if you are an investor, you have the peace of mind that because you know what you're getting into, you won't panic even if it goes down. And as it goes down also, it will give you even a firmer conviction to add some more. And that's where you start winning. And that's what I want for you guys as well. So comment below if you have any specific stocks that you want me to analyze further. Comment below if there are any principles that you also want me to talk about. And we are just a few days away now for Stock Smart Singapore. I'm flying out already in the next few days. The first session will be on Wednesday. The link for The seminar will be at the description as well. And last two seminars after that will be Stock Smarts Manila, November 23, all weekends, and Icon Davao, November 30 as well. So we're gonna do it there. It will be in SM Lanang. But for those who want to consume via books, who want to read, who want to highlight, in the description also we have my Shopee account so that you guys can also order and have it sent wherever you are in the world. So that's it for now. It's a very, very rainy November 1, but I hope this video helps you, pushes you, and nudges you to reach for your dreams, because it can be done. That the stock market is one of the greatest ways for you to be financially free. So this is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.